Hello Gemini, and welcome to Coleman Tarot. My name is A.T. Coleman, and this is going to be your reading for the month of February. Also, my dog is right next to the computer, so if she barks, it's really loud, and I will edit that out. But I don't want to put her in the bathroom because then she gets really upset. Okay, so I'll just deal with her barking. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is for Gemini for the month of February. Gemini. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh. Mm-hmm. Sorry, when they're upside down, I usually just put them back straight up because I know they have different meanings. But the thing is, the table's all reversed, so I just do them upright because otherwise it's like, well, are you reversed for me? Am I reversed for you? I just don't usually do reverse cards. All right, here we go. This is going to be your pathway here. This is the stuff that you're going to meet along the way, and this is your outcome, and these are the things that are hidden from you. All right. Sorry, I just want to say there's like a lot of people in the hall making a lot of noise, so that's why sometimes I get distracted and I'm like, what's out there? There's like 4 babies in my building that are sick right now, so I just constantly hear like babies crying like right outside my door, and I worry about them, so I go check on them. Anyway, okay, here we go. All right, so the first card that we have here is the rest and recovery card. Okay, this person is stopping what they're doing to just stop and reflect on where they are in life, what's going on, just rest so that you don't get sick, basically. And then there's the angel there watching over them, or the statue watching over them. So this person is just taking a break, basically, and they have to, because if they don't, they're going to get sick. So I usually don't like put myself in the video that quick at the beginning, but I want to say this. This is important because I just spent 2 months being sick. Okay, because I didn't get enough rest. So if this card is usually a warning. It's just saying like, take it easy so that you don't get sick. Just try to get some rest. And if you've already gotten the rest and you've already been sick, then this is just a card saying that you're going to be getting better and you're starting to the rest and recovery is working. You just need to like just be really careful with your health. Okay, just make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Make sure that you are taking good care of yourself. Okay, now. This is the other thing that you're going to meet along the way. This is the World card. So this is you feeling like you're feeling really excited, really happy, feeling like the world is your oyster. You're feeling really good, and it's probably because you've been getting this rest. All right? You're feeling really good about life. You're feeling really like contented and excited about something. Okay, this over here is the Page of Wands, which means it's good news. Good news work-wise. Good news, it's excitement-wise. Wands are about passion. So it's good news typically on the work front. Typically it's good news about a work project or like a work assignment, something you're doing at work. But it also can be passion. It can be a romance. Good news in a romance, because it's like wands are passion. Usually it's work though. Also, it can be about a child. If it's not about you, it can also be about a really energetic, excited child. Because it's not really in your direct path. So it could be a child that's in your life that's really excited and happy about stuff. And you're feeling really happy here. Like these are both really good cards. They're both cards about feeling good. Good news, feeling good. Here. Look at this. All right. The Two of Cups. This is like a card about being really close to someone, feeling really close to someone. And it could also be that you're feeling really close to a child, or that the person's acting like a child. But this is a card that says that you're feeling really close and really trusting someone, and they really trust you. It's like it's a great card for a relationship. It's great news for if you're in a relationship that you're going to be feeling really like it's like a soulmate type of situation where you feel really close to someone. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a romance. It can be someone that you're close to in life. It can be someone that you're really close to in your family or work-wise. Typically, for most of you, it's going to be romance. It's going to be like if you're in a relationship, you feel closer to that person and things are going really good. And if you're not in a relationship, you kind of like see someone and you're just thinking like, oh, that person could be the one, you know, like it's time for romance, basically. But if you're not in a romance, it can also be that you're just feeling really close to someone who's in your family or someone in your life, and you just, during this time, you feel really close to them. You feel like you have each other's back. You're really feeling like you can trust that person and they're there for you, which is great. Okay, these are the other things that you're going to meet along the way. These are going to help or hinder you. This is an ending. Obviously, it's not the ending for the romance, because that would be like really, really hot and cold if you're like, we're soulmates, now get out. So it's probably not going to be like the romance. Okay, this is an ending to something else, and it can be a lot of different things. It can just be an ending to something that's been bothering you. It can be an ending to a project where you're like, it's over. I'm done. Thank God it's over. It's an ending, and typically this is an ending that you have chosen yourself. You chose to end it because it was just either it was done, or it's bugging you, or you're like, this thing is just killing me. I just want it over. So this is an ending, but it's an ending that you have chosen, and I don't think it's not a romance. I'm not seeing the heartache card. Okay, so it's not that you're ending the romance. It's just an ending of something in your life. This over here is also romance. This is like a new. I hope that you're not like ending this romance and just jumping into this romance. I think what this is because this is a new romance. But I think what this is this has to do with this. It's either a new romance if you're single, or if you're with someone, it's like a new phase of the romance. It's like you feel like you just met again. Like it's like really exciting and passionate. This is a really romantic situation here, okay? Because this is like new, exciting, passionate romance. And this is a romance where you really trust the person. And it's like a soulmate connection. So this is really good. And that's probably why you have this, where you feel like the world is at your fingertips, because you're like, yay, love! Love's in the air. Okay. Now, this is your obstacle, which, too bad this isn't your outcome, because this is an awesome outcome. This is your obstacle, okay? This is you, where you're feeling like you have so much that you think it's a dream. And then you also have, like, you're starting out, like, with this, where you're resting a lot. So your obstacle is that you're kind of like living in a dream world, you know, like you're kind of like living in a dream state where you're like, you could be dreaming about something. You could be disillusioned about something. You could be thinking that something is all perfect and wonderful, and it actually isn't. It's actually like a lot of work. This is the work card. This is your outcome. Your outcome is a lot of work. And let's hope it's not the relationship, because I don't want you to end up in a relationship where you think it's all perfect, but you find out that it's actually a lot of work, and that person is a lot of work. Because it could be that you're like, oh, I really wish that I had like a romance, and then you get a romance and you say, oh, it's just perfect. But then you find out there's a lot of work involved. I hope that's not the situation. I'm going to get some clarification on this. But it could also be that when you're getting good news on the work front, that you're ending up doing a lot of work. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because then you can be making more money, making more contacts, getting more knowledge. Okay, but this is the outcome. It's a lot of work. Whether that's the relationship or whether that is the job, the good news on the work front, it's going to be, you're ending the month with a lot of work and some other stuff. We'll find out what your hidden stuff is. Now, the other thing is that it could be a lot of work, and then you're saying, okay, I got to just end some of these projects because there's too many for me to do. I got to just cut some off and focus on one at a time. All right? We'll get some clarification on that. Now, these are the things that are hidden from you. One is going off and spending time by yourself in nature, or meditating, or just like taking a break, which has to do with this. You need to take a little break sometimes. And it's good that you did, because when you take a break and you get off the wheel of life and just take a little tiny like break, you can start attracting new stuff, which is where the romance is coming from. So it's good that you took a break. The other thing that's hidden from you is feeling like you don't have enough. whether you don't have enough money or you don't have enough love. I think that's what's happening at the beginning of the month. I think you feel like you're alone, you don't have enough of something, you stop, you rest, you think about what your priorities are work-wise, you think about what your priorities are romance-wise, you think about what you want, you put your order into the universe of what you want, boom. Next thing you know, you find it, it's all exciting and wonderful. The end could be to being alone, or it could be to the rest, it could be to one of the work projects, because you have a lot of work projects. The other thing that's hidden from you is growing money. All right? So here, you feel like you don't have enough. And then the other thing that's hidden from you is you're growing money. So if you feel like you don't have enough money, you're growing it by the end of the month. And here, you're feeling like you're alone, and then you put your order into the universe, and then you have this. So this rest is really going to do you good. This rest, whether it's resting meditation or just going off into nature, it's really going to do you good, because you're deciding what you want, and then you're attracting it. It looks like you're attracting the romance, and you're attracting the growing money. Okay? So let's find out a couple other things. I want to know what's going to be ending, and I want to know what's going on with the work situation. Now, I have a new deck. I'm going to have a new deck every month, hopefully. As long as my pentacles keep coming in. I'm going to have a new deck. I'm trying to sell a TV pilot right now. Okay. As long as I can do that, I'm going to have a new deck every month. This month, I have the Dali Tarot Universal, which I got from my ex-husband, who is a wonderful person. I am so glad that he's still in my life. And he gave me this deck, and I'm going to get 3 cards for you about what is it that's ending. What is it that's ending? I need to know what's ending. That's a lot more than 3 cards. Sorry. They'll have to come around again. Let's see. They'll come around again. That almost hit my dog. All right, here's one. Oh, it's 2. Oh. Okay. Aha. One more. This is, jeez. All right, hold on. You're not going to get all those cards. It's too many. I think I was just, like, shocked by the cards that came out. So that's why I'm, like, putting my energy into the cards of being shocked. Okay, I'm just going to pull one because I'm too shocked to shuffle. Okay. This is drama here. Okay. When I asked what the ending was about, I got the Lovers. Okay. So it looks like we have the Lovers, then we have ending, then we have new passion. Okay. Then I also got the Devil, which as far as lovers go, it would be like temptation or control issues. And then we have the 4 of Swords again, which is about resting. This is the same card as this, which is about resting. That card is about resting. This card is about the Devil, which is like temptation, working too hard, spending too much. And then we have the Lovers, which is what we were so excited about. All right, so this is what I'm getting from this. All right, so I asked what the ending was, and then we have an ending to your rest and recovery. So you're going to start going back out into the world again. You're gonna rest for a little bit. You're gonna think about what you want. Then you're gonna finish that and go back out into the world. Then we have the Lovers. So if there's an ending to the Lovers, I hope it's not a breakup of a relationship, but even if it is, we have a new relationship right afterwards. Okay? And I hope it's not, because of the Devil card, I hope it's not a new relationship that ends up breaking up the Lovers. Okay? I hope it's not a new relationship that ends up breaking up the Lovers because of infidelity or just being interested in somebody else makes you look at your own relationship and say, I don't think it's enough. Okay? So, if that is the case, then if there is a breakup situation, then there is a new relationship waiting right around the corner. Okay? And if it's not a breakup, If it's not a breakup, it could be an end to a problem that you're having with your lover. There could be a problem that you're having with your lover, and it's, with the Devil card, it's getting between you. You could have a problem with your lover, and you're stopping to think about it and thinking, do I really want to put up with this? Do I really want to like deal with this? I don't know. And then you have a problem with your lover, which is the Devil getting between you, and then you end whatever the problem is. You could just be ending the problem. And then after that problem is gone, then your relationship can have a new beginning. So if there is something that is bothering you between you and the person that you're with, if you're already in a relationship, if something's bothering you, you might want to get it out there and figure out if you can get over that problem, like get a solution and end that problem that's coming between you. Because if you can end that problem, then you'll have a new start to your relationship. And if there's another person that's coming between you, then if you end up breaking up over another person, like that's coming between you, whether it's you want someone else or they want someone else, then there's going to be someone else right around the corner. Okay? And the other thing is, that I wanted to say about this is, yeah, discuss the problem. No, there was something else that was just going to come up. I might have to wait till it comes back around, but it's not about the work. This whole situation is not about the work. It's about relationships. Oh, I was going to say, if you're single, then this whole ending thing is an end to being single. It's an end to being single, and there's going to be something coming around the corner for you. Because you have an ending and then you have the Lovers. So if you're single, you're going to be interested in someone, or you're going to be getting, and it's not just someone around the corner. It's someone who is like a soulmate, someone who is really a big deal. Okay? Someone who's a big deal. So it's an ending to you being isolated and an ending to you just kind of sitting on your laurels. It's kind of like saying you need to get out there, and you need to not necessarily be so alone and without. This is a card about being without. Typically it's being without money, but in this situation with the Lovers, all this stuff happening with the Lovers, I feel like some people are alone, and they think they're happy alone, or they are happy alone, but there's something missing there. There's not enough. And this is an opportunity for you, if you want to get out there and see, because it's not just anybody that's out there. It's somebody really important. So you might want to get out and stop resting, and get out and see what's out there, because it's an opportunity for something really important, or someone that's really significant. And you have the Lovers twice. So you might want to end your aloneness and just go out and just see what's out there. I know it's scary, but just go out and just peek and see what's out there, okay? And if you have a relationship already, there's something that you guys need to discuss and get rid of in order to be closer, okay? So that's what's happening there. I was just shocked because I was like, an ending to the Lovers. All right. There's an ending that needs to happen there. I don't think it's... For some of you, it might be the relationship. If someone else is involved that you don't know about or that you find out about. But for some of you, it's about something that's coming between you. Work your magic. That's your spiritual card. Work your magic. Work your magic. Okay. So, I guess that's for some of you to go out there and start romancing people, I guess. Okay, and your outcome was a lot of work. A lot of work. Okay, so it might be that if you're working on the relationship, or there's something that needs to end, you got to talk about it, you got to hash it out and go through that whole thing where you have to like discuss everything. And if you're single, you gotta put in the work. You gotta start going out there and trying to meet somebody, or you gotta go out there and just like, do up your hair and like get some new clothes or whatever, and face your fears and go out and go to places where there's people. Not necessarily bars. It's not the best places to meet people, but that's the best places to hook up, but it's not the best places to meet like people and talk. So if you want to actually meet somebody who's going to be a soulmate, you might need to like take a class, or like ask your friends if just like where they're going to go that week or whatever. But then it's work. It's work to get out there. I know. All right, this is your other thing. Imagination clouds your judgment. This is your fate card for the month. This is your obstacle. Okay, this is saying imagination is clouding your judgment, and this is basically the same thing. This is your obstacle, which is dreaming and fantasizing about everything being perfect when it's not. That's your obstacle. So, as far as your relationship goes, if you think everything's perfect, you need to take a look at if something's a problem. You need to stop pretending that it's not a problem. You need to like just speak up, and afterwards you'll be closer because you dealt with the issue. Okay, and if you're single and imagination clouds your judgment, if you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to sit here in my apartment and wait for the perfect person to knock on the door, that's your imagination, or like you've been watching too many movies. You kind of have to just live a life. Like you need to get out there, and then the movie situation can happen where you accidentally like run into somebody, but you have to actually like leave your apartment to do that. And I know because I'm one of those people too that just sits there like you know, I'll just wait for it to happen. But sometimes you gotta like do the work and get out there and see what's out there. And I think that if you do that, you might find something really special. Okay, so I think that's it for the month. You know, it's funny. The last month I did was all about money, and I was saying, well, guys, like this, you don't have anything about romance, you don't have anything about passion, you don't have anything about fulfillment. It was all about money, and your month is all about romance, whether you want it or not. Like, I know some people are like, I'm not into romance, and I'm that way too. I'm like, tell me about my money, my goals, my career. But for you, for this month, I'm sorry, it's about romance, whether you want it or not. And if you're not interested in romance, this is saying that there's opportunities out there for you, whether you want them or not. There's an opportunity, a big opportunity for romance. Okay? All right, and an ending to being single. So think about it. Just think about it. Maybe just go out and see what happens, okay? All right, we'll see you next month, and please let me know in the comments if you actually like, if this is actually, if you are single and you went out and suddenly found somebody, or if your relationship, you dealt with something and then you went to the next level. I want to know this kind of stuff because I'm curious. Okay, let me know. Have a great month. Thank you.